Hi YouTubers! Today I want to share with you a very special new chart that I just made for cancer. Right now we are learning about breast cancer, prostate cancer, lung and colon. And I know that there are many medication to treat these type of cancer and some of them overlap, like they can be used for multiple type of cancer. So to make things a little bit easier for you in your studies, I constructed a new medication chart, and I wanted to show you a little trick that I found out about these charts. So usually my charts look like these. So I would have the the drug class, and then the specific type of medication with brand and generic, what it's used for, the adverse effect, um, and then extra information concerning each type of medication. So, and I would just study them across horizontally, and which works just fine. But I realized that when I'm doing that, it can get kind of jumbled up, and I'm not really testing myself that well because everything is in front of me. So I was on a plane coming back to New York, and the flight is pretty short. It's only an hour from Maryland, and so I wanted to make the best use of my time. And when it takes off, I can't open my laptop, and when it takes down, I can't open my laptop. So I only had about an hour to kind of cram any type of studying I can on the plane. So then I came up with a trick. It's kind of cool actually. So what I did was I just folded these back, so it was like this. And so I folded this back, so it's covered, and then I folded it again. So now my drug class and my drugs are not showing. And then if I want to test myself on the type of adverse effect, then I will just close this again. And now these are my drugs, and the adverse effects are right here. So when I want to see, test myself initially, I would just look at the adverse effect and try to think about the drug that matches up with it. And you see that I kind of highlighted it based on the sorry, based on the type of the cancer that I was learning about. So this really works for me because it's sort of like a flashcards. If you guys like those index cards, which is great, but I hate carrying like a ton of them around. It's just a lot to lug around. Here I have about 20 classes, 20 different type of drugs, and they're all just in one piece of paper. So doing it this way, it really helps me to remember them, and um, it sort of just make the best of space so that I don't have to lug around a ton of index cards. And then, I did the same thing with this drug class too. These are the hormone therapies. And um, this one is broken down a little bit differently. It's the drug, the class, what it's used for, the mechanism of action, and then the adverse effect. Um, so the chart is a little bit bigger, so I just folded them, and and you can do this any way you like to test yourself or make it easier for you. Um, and then I have a third one that is, there's not a lot in this class, so I made three different separate charts, but I put it in one sheet, as you can see. So I'm a big um, proponent of saving paper and saving time. So after I folded this, it just became like my little index card with many medication for me to look at and reference to. So this is great after you've studied everything and you just want to review, or you can start by just, testing yourself this way. For me, I like to see the big picture. So after making the chart and going through each one based on the type of cancer, it's already input in my head, and then I go back to the lecture slides and the notes to see how they can connect. And then, of course, while I'm doing this, I'm typing my objective questions and making sure that I um, hit all the points that the professor will test you on. You know, each college is different, every professor is different, and they're going to test you based on the objective questions. And usually, if it's an hour worth of lecture, they're going to have about 2 to 3 questions. So just make sure you hit the main points. This way, you can study more effectively and efficiently, and you can sort of guess what type of question they're going to ask in the exam. There's just a lot of information, and you don't want to waste your time, studying for the wrong material. So I hope this video is helpful for you all. I will post these medication chart on my website, which is www.pharmacyschoolgeeks.com, and it's spelled out, and I will have the link on the bottom of the notes for this video. You can download the chart, do whatever you want with it. You can add more medication if you want. If I miss something, feel free to edit. So, I hope it's helpful for you, and I will have this chart by the end of the day. Thanks for watching, and if you like my video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Bye, guys.